Alright, we're back. Alright, what's up everyone? I'm back this week, playing through my first playthrough of Resident Evil Requiem. I played it on release day, all throughout the weekend. Got pretty far, got to enjoy the game for what it was, even though we had to deal with a number of PC-related crashing issues. I did see when I booted this up that Steam did release a patch. So, here's hoping they addressed those crashing issues because it was really messing up the flow of the gameplay last time. But, anyways, focusing on the game, Resident Evil Requiem so far, awesome, 10 out of 10 Resident Evil game in my eyes so far. They've nailed it on the horror, they've nailed it on mixing in the horror elements with the addictive, bombastic Resident Evil action that we all know and love, starting from Resident Evil 4. But yeah, this game has been fantastic and humorous. It has its humor. A number of the executions, not the executions, but the death scenes have been pretty funny. Last time I got chainsawed in half, and then the zombie tried to eat me, and then he ended up chainsawing himself. Funny stuff. I had to make a clip of that. But whatever. Anyways, we played through. So last week I played through big chunk of what I'm assuming is the majority of the beginning first half of the game. Not sure how far I am. Last time we left off at just entering Central Raccoon City. So yeah, Central Raccoon City. It's going to be where I'm assuming the big stuff is revealed. What's going on with this virus that Leon, Sherry, and whoever else from Raccoon City seems to be suffering from. Who the hell's Zeno? Zeno is this Wesker look-alike guy. Wondering where they're gonna take that. I have my theories, but we'll see. I've been trying my best to stay off of social media to not spoil myself, but I've already received like 1 or 2 spoilers. One that's confirmed, I know what's gonna happen, like I'm not gonna be shocked when I see it. But there's another one that's unconfirmed that when I see it for myself, I'll be like, alright. Very good, Capcom, very good. Alright, without any further ado, let's continue our Resident Evil Requiem first playthrough. Yeah. Again, so, let's see, we'll just continue. So once again, Steam did release a patch, so I'm really hoping we're not encountering that same crashing issue that I started having, especially once we started entering Raccoon City itself. So yeah, let's hope for a clean game. Okay. Alright, so here we are. Leon, of course. Arm to the teeth. There's no way. Can I get back on this? It's out of gas. Of course it is. Okay. So yeah, we are now in Central Raccoon City. So I assume, we're gonna get close to the RPD, which of course is the main location that I've been looking forward to. Is this? There's no way. This kind of looks like the opening alley of RE2 Remake, kind of. Let's see. It is! Yeah, this is the opening alley. And let me guess. Over there is the RPD. Okay. Alright, we're about to have some fun, guys. I'll try to contain my excitement, because,
it's still standing.
Yeah. You know what? I'll stop jibber-jabbering and let you guys absorb the scene. But yeah, Central Raccoon City. There it is. Damn, bro. This takes me back. As someone who played the original RE2, RE3 as well, since the RPD is featured there, and then again in the remakes. Here we are. I remember first opening this gate. Look at that. He remembered to.
It's still standing.
He remembered to open it from the back. And all right, here we go. The RPD. Guys, I just heard that little, the RPD theme, like the little jingle. I just heard it, and I literally just felt the tingle go down. Oh, this is cool. Alright, here we are. The RPD. Man, this is the location I've been waiting to get to. Let's see. So, obviously, you know, for anyone who could notice, it's clearly modeled after the RE2 remake RPD. Yep, here we have the little computer, the safe box. There's no way this thing still works. The typewriter. Yeah, I was hoping we could save here. Huh, how did this shutter close again? Yo, this must feel crazy for Leon. I had to pause for a second. I just heard the RPD theme again. So nice. I need a tool to get this open. So we need a tool to get those shutters open. Ooh. Okay.
Sherryman RPD.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah. Looks like the BSAA set up HQ here.
Abandoned?
Not sure.
Not the welcomes.
That fucking guy.
There he is.
And Grace. Shit, she's in danger. Sherry found Grace.
At RPD?
Yeah, exactly. Someone's been expecting us. Got a lock on her location. Headed there now.
Copy that.
I'm assuming there's a lab or something. Oh yes, we can save. Very good. Okay, now that we've saved, we don't have to worry about crashes for now. Alright, so let's just take some time. Ooh. Oh yes, the BSAA box is still here. I have a ton of points to pump in. The following items were added to your supply box. Marksman 1A. Alright, so we can upgrade our guns. Cool. Yo, I love that they brought back this, basically RE4 style upgrading. I love it. The marksman. What is this? Ooh, a semi-automatic rifle. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of, for some reason, the caveman in me prefers bolt-action rifles. Is there a better handgun? Silencer 9. Powerful, precise handgun. Built-in suppressor. Effectively dampens the sounds of all shots. You know what? Yeah, why not? Let's get some new guns. I'm gonna stay with the. I'm gonna be simple and stay with the bolt action. I got the semi-automatic shotgun. I wonder if it's better. And then we have the alligator snapper, which honestly I barely use. I'll buy the new handgun, the Silencer 9. It looks more like Leon's old handgun anyway. I wonder what we're gonna find here in the RPD. More T-virus monsters, hopefully. Imagine we see upgraded liquors or something. Ooh, I can upgrade the hatchet. Custom part for the hatchet. Made of nitrogen, strengthened steel. Extremely durable, rust resistant, and razor sharp. Sounds good to me. Improved durability. Yes. The silencer 9. Dot sight. Add-on suppressor. Bullet penetration. Oh, nice! Cool. You can just equip Claire. Haha. That's cute. Connoisseur. Come on. Connoisseur charm. A charm for any handgun. Increases firepower. I mean, come on now. Don't make me choose firepower over Claire. Suppressor. Is there actually any point to that? Suppressor? I'm assuming there's more enemies that requires aluminum trigger, more ammo. I'm loving this upgrade system. Oh, okay, you can't use them. Okay, I got you. You can't reuse the charms. Dot sight, carbon tube extension. Cool, cool. So much shit to upgrade, I love it. Titanium bolt. What does this do? Rate of fire. Definitely a high magazine. Excuse me. So much shit to up. Alright, let's take our time here. Enhanced leaf spring. Smoother loading. Oh, please, yes. We need better reload mechanism. What's this do? Guaranteeing lasting performance. Charm. Trigger requires little force, making it easier to fire. Steady firing. Yes, all of that. Let's see how good this gun is fully upgraded. Love that RPD theme. High capacity mag. Quicker mag changes. Okay, right now I have a fully upgraded submachine gun, basically. Oh, look at that! Look, the clear charm! That's cute. Also, the handgun looks way better. Yeah, okay, we're looking pretty cool now. I'm gonna save... Oh. Raccoon City perimeter surveys are posted here. Alright, so how much you guys want to bet that there's some kind of lab, some sort of secret underground lab in this, in the RPD that we never found? Hopefully it's not leading back to the nest. I assume it doesn't. Alright, well, since we're in the RPD, let's explore. RPD perimeter report. From our survey of the grounds, we've pinpointed some locations that still have viable resources. The second floor office, the armory has leftover supplies. Gun shop out back, working shotgun and ammo. Parking garage, advanced team supplies, weapon upgrade parts. Okay. So it sounds like we're gonna get to explore a good amount of the RPD. If you see me saving repeatedly, it's just my OCD because of the whole crashing issue this game had on PC. Anyways, yeah, so it seems like we're gonna have access to a lot of the locations. The garage, the Kendo's gun shop, perhaps? That was a weird puzzle. We get to see Leon commenting on all the ridiculous puzzles he had to accomplish. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go here. This is the East Office, I believe. Yep, I remember this. There's a ton of things to read. Top secret operation. Ooh. Champions of Justice. Are you ready? Duty calls. Provisions Specialist Neil. Do you have the pizza and the beer at the ready? Make sure you got some soda on hand too, in case the rookie is liver conscious. Aww, they were like preparing for Leon's arrival. Decoration Manager Elliot. Think this is an artist? Then think you're an artist? Then show us what you got. Make sure you use the banner with the stars on it. Gift Coordinator Scott. Don't forget to pick up the goods from Robert's shop on the way, on the day. Get what Barry suggested. Oh, Barry. That man knows his stuff. One last thing. Make sure the chief doesn't catch wind of the welcome party for the new recruit. We wouldn't want to put young Kennedy in his bad books right now. Marvin. Oh, look at that, man. They really were trying to welcome him with open arms. Marvin Branagh. Yep.
Hey, Lieutenant Branagh. Kennedy. Reporting for duty.
Damn. I'm so glad that Marvin and Leon had a much more expanded relationship in the remake. The remake timeline, anyway. What else they got here? Also, I love that little line they put in. Lieutenant Branagh. Kennedy reporting. Man, walking through these offices, man, I'm getting taken back. I mean, I did just play the OG RE2, so seeing all this is quite, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, cathartic. Need a key to open it. Alright, now, that's why walking through this, I'm gonna walk through this nice and slow, take it all in. And, as, you know, if you played RE2 Remake, you remember all of this. We have the deposit room. Looks like obviously some areas have been destroyed, so we can't explore that. We have here the operations room. Yeah, I remember this room in RE2 Remake that had the fireplace. Record of events. This is the same file from RE2 Remake. Record of events. September 25th. We're turning the station into a temporary shelter to the sudden massive outbreak. All police personnel have been instructed to make the safety of their citizens their top priority, as we try to accommodate as many of them as possible. September 25th, addendum. One of the refugees attacked us in the middle of the night, resulting in the death of one officer and injuring 3 others. The person in question was quickly restrained. We believe that this was simply a case of someone snapping under intense stress. September 26. A mob attacked the station today, resulting in a number of casualties. A few survivors were able to make it safely behind the emergency shutters, but surrounded as we are, it'll be hard for any of us to continue to escape in this place. We're not sure we can fix any of our comm equipment, so we remain cut off from the outside world. September 27th. There was another clash on the west side of the station around 1 p.m. 12 people died, and there was only a handful of survivors left. Everything is falling into disarray here. David Ford. David Ford being one of the cops that we saw be killed in the beginning of RE2 Remake. Well, he was already dead when we got there, but yeah. I think he was the guy that got his neck sliced by the liquor. Alright, so yeah, we're just making our way... By the way, I forgot to call this out since I had to restart the stream, but if you guys can hear that the ambient RPD theme in the background, love it. Ugh, my RE senses are tingling. Alright, so here we are in the West Wing. Up here would be the save room. Jesus Christ. A cop zombie that survived this.
Rest easy, officer.
Cop zombie that survived the nuke. I guess I shouldn't really call it a nuke. Oh my god. His lower jaw is missing. Yep, I think that's David Ford right there. He got his jaw clipped by a liquor. Here we are approaching the reception room. It's locked on the side. Thankfully, we do have a... I don't remember this ladder being here in the original games. I mean, I guess they did have to finesse some details to get us through. Oh, look at that, the unicorn puzzle. It's rusted and won't budge. Yep. Everyone who's played RE2 Remake remembers this part. This one leads to the STARS office. This one leads to the library. That RE2 Remake knowledge coming in very handy here. Mechanical jack. This thing still works? Jeez. I hear one of those Mr. Raccoons. Here we have... It's the second floor of the RPD. But it's been destroyed, so we can't get through it. Man, I'm really taking all this in, because this is quite, when did RE2 Remake came out in, like, 2019, I believe. So we had, what, 7 years to absorb these locations in? It's a bit different. This is the library. Is this open? This door does not. I keep hearing of Mr. Raccoon. Where is he? Alright, so it looks like there's not much we can do in the library. Although I did find the mechanical jack. Is it in there? I'm not crazy, right? Like... I think it's in there. Oh, sneaky little guy. I see you. No fair. The books were protecting him. Alright, so the library's messed up. Can't do anything here. This is the lounge. I guess we're going to the STARS office. The heart. This, I remember in the original game, this room didn't have anything in it either. There's no way. The STARS office seems to have been preserved somehow. Son of a bitch. Back in this room in 2026. Here. You kids have fun solving this one, Harry. No way. Oh, come on. Bro, this this section is in RE fans like wet dream. Oh my god. The STARS photo. Somehow after all this time. Where it all began.
Good lives needlessly lost.
You tell him, Leon. May 24th, 1996. With the elite STARS members. Damn, guys. Take this moment in. This is where it all began. Yep, I see them right there. Chris and Jill in the front. I see Joseph, Barry, Brad, Wesker, and then Bravo team on the left. Oh man, take that in. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I thought there was something there. Okay, I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like that update may have worked. No crashes. I doubt there's anything in it. That's Rebecca. I believe that's speculated to be Rebecca's pouch. I wonder if there's anything here. This is Chris and Jill's desk. Hey, it's Jill's beret. Nice. Well, that's cool. Jill's beret. You kids have fun solving this one, Barry. The old computer. Barry, a lot of Barry Burton. Yeah, Barry Burton references here. Barry's to-do list. Turn in training plan for the new recruit. Oh, look at that. He was gonna train Leon. Of course he was. Join Jill at the shooting range. Pick the girls up from soccer. Don't be late. Find that missing library book. Top priority. The librarian's about to blow a gasket. Looks like the captain checked it out last. No reference to Chris in here. What's with that? Chris or Jill? Ooh. Interesting. Alright, we found a what's it called? A suitcase. Has a code. Is there a chalkboard? Well, that's not. Here. Looks like even after all this time, Barry somehow found a way to leave us a little puzzle. I assume those three pictures have something to do with unlocking this little suitcase. What is this? Is that the operation? Scavenger. Star's office had some things. Oh, we have the jack now. Okay, so now that we have the jack, we can go to the east side. Oof. Who would have thought that this tool would still be serving us after all this time? You know, I have to wonder how that shutter even closed since we opened it before. Alright, so we can now go to the east side. Yeah, this has been going great. The new NVIDIA driver update, or reinstalling the NVIDIA driver, seemed to have fixed the crashing issue for us. Whew, finally, I can enjoy the game. Alright, so here we are, the east...
What is this prison?
The ruins of the Raccoon City Police Department.
Why did you bring me here?
I'll explain everything. You don't have to be afraid.
Is that all?
Explain it to me.
They're in the office. Can't answer. I'm assuming that's Grace, but that didn't sound like Zeno. Oh. Damn. Got some BSAA bodies.
You need to understand.
Covert military units from every country on Earth come to Raccoon City for one purpose. To find Elpis.
What is Elpis?
The power to upset the military balance of the world. The last virus, created by Spencer. Designed to control human consciousness.
Mind control?
They couldn't let it be stolen. So they launched the missile strike to hide it.
Ooh.
To hide a virus. Why do something so extreme?
Extreme? Is it? When the president tried to investigate, they had him assassinated. And you are the key to retrieving Elpis.
Emily.
In a way. But not the girl you met. So many attempts. So many failures. Such a waste.
What do you mean?
Copies. Crafted to duplicate you. All useless. All scrapped. They each have their own sad story.
Okay, that was a lot to take in. Whoa. Also, nice RE6 reference. Raccoon City Orphanage. Oh god, referencing that again, huh?
God, we need to do something. I called security, but nobody answered. They are out of control.
Doctor, we can't contain them.
Sedate them now! Are you kidding me? Get out of my way!
Hey, are you awake? What? Where did everybody go?
Hold on. I gotta process some of this. So, they reference RE6 because they reference how in RE6 they assassinated the president. And the thing that he was gonna reveal was not that, you know, they nuked Raccoon City, but the reason they nuked Raccoon City. And it was for whatever this apparent Elpis is. Guys, oh my god, I'm getting my RE lore brain is going wild right now. And whatever this Elpis is, it's tied to Grace. And they were experimenting on numerous quote-unquote Emilys to find out what the... Alright, let's continue. Damn, I'm gonna have to process this. Anyways, we're back in the Raccoon City Orphanage, which we found out in RE2 is actually a front for experimentation. Which, I guess it's being reinforced here. There's enough space under the bed to hide. Looks like we're gonna have a Sherry segment right now. February 1990. Damn, we're going back.
But it's past our bedtime.
So when we played as Sherry in this, you know, in the Raccoon City Orphanage, I remember reading the notebooks of the children, you know, being terrified that, well, their friends are being eaten by zombies. Alright, so very familiar with this segment, obviously, since we played through here as Sherry. That sounds like a zombie.
Stay away. Stay away! Get back! Don't come any closer! No, get back! Get back!
Hey! What are you doing?
Oh, hell no! What the fuck am I looking at? Shh. What? You don't need to tell me twice.
What was that?
I'm guessing we gotta... There's something about children in horror games. Ugh. Those things scare me way more than any zombie. Shit. Fuck. I know that's a scripted set piece, but that's fucking terrifying. Oh my god.
Please, someone help me.
So who are we playing as right now? I assume this is like the original Emily?
He's not moving.
Yeah, those little children are I mean, I'm assuming each one of these people got what they deserve, though, considering they're experimenting on children. They were, you know what they were giving me? 11 vibes from Stranger Things. Yeah, so this is the, this is the very same level from RE2 Remake. If that's the case, I think I know exactly where we gotta go. Shh. Shit. Do I run? Fuck that. Oh my god. Yo, they really did an excellent job of horror in this game.
Please open.
I think they've... So the Wesker lookalike guy said that they were protecting Spencer's best ultimate virus for mind control. So like, can these kids mind control, or do they just have super strength? I guess we'll find out soon. Alright, so the room we're coming up now is where Chief Irons was. Yo, they're terrifying. Oh my god. Can I hide from them? I can definitely see this getting annoying on repeat playthroughs. Do I come out or... I feel like I'm playing as Sherry again. I guess that's kind of the point. Little callback. That looks like Chief Iron's key. I wonder if he'll. I wonder. Ooh. I wonder if we'll see a cameo. Hatch key. Hatch? Oh, it's the little hatch in Chief Irons' office. Oh!
What do I do? What do I do?
Fuck no, oh 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 fuck. They blind? Is there anywhere I can hide? Fuck, fuck, fuck. Don't come. Come here. Nah, bro, this is not cool. Why are their eyes glowing? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is why you don't experiment on kids. Can I go? Fuck. Alright, I am...
Please just be a bad dream.
This leads to an elevator.
Why did they?
And this time, Mr. X isn't chasing us down.
Where am I?
Well, shit. Okay. That's not creepy at all. And there's our underground facility. Out of reach. Alright, this clearly feels like an exploratory segment. They did a fantastic job with the horror. Although I do have to question how that would play on repeat, on repeat playthroughs. What is Name of deceased, Charlotte. Age, 7 years, 2 months. Sex, female. Date of birth, date of death, January 14, 1990. Comments, discarded due to volatile symptoms. Are we about to come across the morgue? Yeah, oh, yep, didn't notice it. This definitely looks like a morgue. of all the victims, I assume. That might help get the ladder down. Now the question is, I'm gonna be making my way in. So this is going all the way back to 1990. So obviously before any of the major events that we're aware of. I think for us the RE series essentially starts in 1998, I believe. So we're going way back. And yep, I figured. Getting around doors the old-fashioned way. I like. Ooh, yeah, I'm really, you know, as my first playthrough, I'm taking all of this in. This is, one, it's a lot of information, and two, it's a lot to take in terms of visuals. Now, obviously, we knew from RE2 Remake that they experimented on children. That was what the Orphanage was for. But we didn't know the extent of how far, you know, how far the experimentation went. Alright, we just got a key item. I'm waiting for some... Yep, there they are. Yo, they came out of the coffins. Oh, and here it is. I know a Resident Evil lab when I see it. Series 60 results. Though the Series 60 possesses recombinant DNA, increasing the volume of Spencer's injected plasma did not result in successful memory transfer. Mental abnormalities were developed. We will perform the next medical procedure and progress to the final phase. However, after adjusting the viral load in the blood of the Series 70 subject Chloe, improved signs of stability were observed. We will continue to monitor her progress. Alright, we're getting to the part of Resident Evil that I like the most. The laboratory, science fiction, lore, if you will. Look at this shit. Definitely a chemistry lab. New researcher's notebook. Today was unbelievable. I somehow got invited to the renowned Ozwell E Spencer's lab. I heard rumors about the place, but to think ARK has been underneath me this entire time. I was given a quick tour of the attached orphanage too. The children there really creep me out. They all have nasty surgical scars across their heads, and if you meet their gaze, they'll greet you with this unsettling giggle. Apparently, they were used for human experiments. The whole thing gives me goosebumps. To have built a place like this, Spencer must have been more unhinged than any of us imagined. Sensational. The prospect of being able to freely experiment on these kids sends shivers of anticipation throughout my entire body. It's all so exciting. For now, I'll start by making the rounds at the orphanage tonight. It seems like the newbie always gets stuck with the boring jobs. Hopefully I can wrap up the tedious bits quickly so I can prepare for the real fun tomorrow. Sick fucks. April 15, 1987. Mr. Spencer's visit. Great. I mean, we already knew that Ozwell E Spencer was like the architect of the series, but they're really expanding the lore now. And of course he'd be experimenting on children, since his whole ethos was trying to find immortality. Man. Oh god.
Are those babies?
Embryos. Oh, we really get it. Neonatal observation lab. Yo, this is the type of laboratory setting that I so missed. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's horrible and creepy as fuck, but it's supposed to be. It's giving me RE1 lab vibes for sure. Of course, to a much higher degree. They're experimenting on someone. Babies. Of course they were experimenting on babies. Is that her?
Chloe?
Is that how I...
I've got her! Get over here, now!
She's showing symptoms too.
We need to get rid of her.
They weren't able to recreate Spencer's key. But now we have the original. We have you. You can unlock Elpis at ARK. That's where we'll go.
So... what, I was made?
Correct.
So it really was all my fault.
What was?
That mom was murdered and... when she turned into that thing.
What's done is done. You need to focus on the future.
Was she even really my mother?
It's time to embrace your destiny.
Grace!
Oh. Is he not Wesker?
Kennedy. I had a feeling you'd make an appearance. Sorry, but I don't have time to spare.
Oh no.
Have fun.
Hurry.
Mr. X.
I remember that, too.
Mr. X just popped out the fucking ceiling?
Sherry.
Wasn't there an orphanage around here?
Yes, there was. Why?
I'm gonna do some digging.
I just sent you the
Skip the RPD. Damn it. Even 20 years later, Mr. X is still haunting us in the RPD.
I don't have time to deal with this.
Shit. I can parry you this time. Oh no. Alright, so you can parry Mr. X, but... you broke my goddamn knife. Now, isn't this a blast from the past? Come on, Leon. Wait, if Mr. X is here, does that mean we might be seeing some old familiar monsters? What the hell? No! Oh, I should have saw that coming. You can't fight the Tyrant properly in tight spaces. Your only option is to run. Yes. Yes, thank you. I realized that. Oh my god. Mr. X.
I just sent you the coordinates.
Back to terrorize us once more. Bring it on, then.
I don't have time to deal
I wonder
with this.
I wonder if I can actually stun him. When has that ever been a good argument against Mr. X, Leon? Can I go through here? The chief's office. Nothing here.
Give me a goddamn break.
Time for me to fight back. So much for that. Unlike RE2, we can actually parry.
Everything all right, Leon?
Yeah,
If only you knew.
I'm good.
So why'd you ask about the orphanage?
They're taking Grace to ARK. The orphanage is the entrance.
What is ARK?
I'm not sure. But apparently it's someplace important.
Escape the RPD. Well, it was good seeing you, RPD. Time to move on. Alright, so we have to make our way to the orphanage now, and we're about to enter Kendo's gun shop.
It hasn't changed.
Gun shop Kendo. This is Kendo's gun shop as we remember it. Can we open that door now? Ugh, we're gonna find Kendo and his daughter. Their bones.
You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Those fucking things outside. What they did to us.
I'm so sorry.
Never again.
I'm loving this character development that they gave him. So the whole Robert Kendo thing was a defining moment for him. Ooh, and Robert Kendo left us a gun. The W870 Police. Okay. Out of respect, we of course have to use it. If only I had shotgun shells. Alright, so... I see an exit over here, which I assume would lead to... What about here? This way led to the sewers in RE2. It's all destroyed, of course. Yeah, I figured. Nice. Okay, we have ourselves another save point. We, of course, are loving those, considering the game keeps crashing. Access approved. I'm gonna go ahead and sell my old shotgun. Fired. Stop. We have our shoddy. Saving more before we continue. Making our way to the orphanage. Oh, actually, I see it over there. Oh. Yeah, so I remember as Claire, you had to, you had to go through the city to get to the orphanage. It gave you a chance to explore the Raccoon City streets, just like in RE, the original RE2. Of course.
Fuck me.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't save them. But I can stop bastards like you.
Wait, no, didn't you learn your lesson? He mutates! It's the rematch. Guys, it's the rematch of the century. Alright then.
Shit. Not good.
shit. You can parry him, but it breaks your hatchet pretty quick. Yeah, keep that hatchet, What the fuck was that? Okay. Yeah, fuck him up. Payback time. 20 years of payback.
Done, you son of a bitch.
Ah, I thought I dodged that. Oh, fuck.
Not.
Ow.
Shit. Not good.
No other health around here? Oh, come on, man. All right. Come on, Leon, get him. Fuck him up. Beautiful. Leon S. Kennedy.
I'll stop you as many times as I have to.
20 years later, defeats the Super Tyrant one-on-one, no rocket launcher. Our boy has come far. Whew. Alright. Now let's get to that. I mean, a Super Tyrant in our way is definitely quite the boss. If only I wasn't beat to shit.
Made it.
Alright, cool ass boss fight. Now we move on.
I'm at the orphanage, Sherry. There's not much left of it. Heading underground to look for Grace.
Understood.
Fun and weird fact? I was looking online and apparently people purposely let Leon be injured so they can hear him grunt. This is why I stay off the internet. Health item would be very nice, right? That Tyrant left me very messed up. The hell, we're back in the damn train station? Had my fill of train stations for one game. Oh yes, finally. Oh, well that looks safe. What the?
Seriously.
I just healed. Okay. Plant 43? There's a Plant 43? Shooting Plant 43 while its flowers are closed won't be much effective. Great, guys. We have Plant 43 now. Sheesh. First Tyrant, now there's a Plant 43. We're really bringing in all those RE classics, huh? I thought it was a mold monster again, to be honest. Yeah, we're not getting to that orphanage anytime soon. Okay.
I guess this is my stop.
Was that it for Plant 43? I mean, nice little reference, I guess. Kind of feels like I'm descending into the depths of hell. Another herb, very much appreciated. All this train stuff. What am I playing? RE0?
BSAA left something behind.
Nope. I still see that plant.
It just keeps going. Finally reached the bottom. This is one very deep hole.
The perfect place to hide something.
He's not wrong. So we have a new So according to that last message, we have what's called Plant 43, an extension, I guess the upgraded version of Plant 42 from Resident Evil 1. So I guess I can't run through these plant thingies. Easy peasy. Oh, cool. Shotgun shells. We like our shotguns here. Where are you? Slowly. Come on, cheap shot. Excellent. Gunpowder. Alright, so you can't run through them, just, you know, shoot the little flowers.
These flowers really have it for me.
I'm wondering if this Plant 43 is just like an, you know, like an environmental hazard and not an actual boss. Alright, they don't take that much ammo, which is good. Oh boy. Open up. Come on. That's more like it. Alright, so you need power. Okay, chill out. Yep.
Just so you know.
Just a bunch of blasts from the past. First Super Tyrant, and now a new Plant 42.
I've killed every plant I've ever had.
Liam, of course, of course. Alright, he's up. Sucker. Open up. Just like Plant 42, every time he opens up, he of course defends himself.
Stubborn meat, aren't you?
Nice. Leon wasn't kidding when he said he killed every plant he's come across. I'm sure he's referencing the RE2 plants as well. Okay. Finally, here we are. The big umbrella lab.
This must be it.
Alright. It has been a little too quiet, so before I enter the lab, let's see. Put a prompt in chat. Alright. RE, I'm assuming we're about to enter the final location. The final area of the game, which is always the big laboratory. Let's see. Final RE locations. Which is your favorite? As far as final RE locations go, my final has to be the Nest laboratory from RE2. Just that cold, dead laboratory feel. Love it. That being said, let's enter.
Sherry, I found some kind of massive facility.
What do you think it is?
I'm seeing supplies with the logos of the usual suspects.
Tricell.
Well, whatever it is, clearly wasn't meant to be found.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Okay, we got some lore to explore here. I saw logos for Umbrella, Tricell, and HCF. Alright, we're at the ARK loading dock. Now, as I mentioned before, there are Umbrella, Tricell, and HCF logos here. HCF being the corporation that Wesker worked for in Code Veronica. So, you know, there's a lot of callbacks in this game that I'm noticing, and it's great. Tyrant, Plant 43, HCF. They're really... Outbreak. They're really whipping out all the references, tie-ins to past games here. Of course, with Spencer being the overarching theme. And now we arrive at his facility. Okay, well, We've arrived at my favorite part of any Resident Evil game, when you get to the end area laboratory. We get to see... Oh no. Is that a hunter? That looks like a hunter. Been off quiet. I'm sure I should just enjoy the quietness while I have it. We'll be besieged by monsters soon. Typical laboratory stuff. Module. Looks like... Oh, I thought this would be like a base of operations.
Where is that?
There they are.
Okay.
BSAA agents. Or not? Shit.
I'm getting the feeling I'm not wanted around here.
Yeah, no kidding. Am I about to get into a fire? Yep. Alright. We're about to get into a firefight. Eliminate the elite guards. I'm not used to them being able to fire back at me. Oh, okay. It's not every day you fight human opponents. Okay. Alright, so we're fighting human opponents. Let's go.
I'm getting the feeling I'm not wanted around here.
Get that shotgun ready. Go. See me. Nice. Okay. Where are the other ones? Ah, fuck. Get him. Woo! Feels like I'm playing Gears of War. Is that it? I think there's one more. Where is he? That might be it. Alright, cool. Some human-on-human action. Looks like we got it. Okay, damn. You didn't have to open fire the moment I entered. See him. What? Uh-oh. I let out a fucking bioweapon. Thanks, Mr. Liquor. Bruh, look, the liquor. It's working for us. Come on, Mr. Liquor. Get that guy for me. Nice distraction. Now, I gotta kill you myself. Yo, that section was annoying. Alright. But it's dead, and that was a cool little callback. We got to use a liquor to beat our enemies for us. Before I go there, that looks pretty important. What's up here? Excuse me. The staff room. Oh, yes! Please give me back my body armor. Thank you. That injector. Cool. Tune up our guns. Nice. Alright, our rifle is fully upgraded. And with that, we have a save. Awesome, awesome. Oop. Yes! I see what that leads back to. Okay. So that was a fun little shootout segment with special guys. Now we proceed.
Here at ARK, your movements will be constantly monitored. Do not leave the designated areas without authorization. The recording and transmitting of information is strictly prohibited.
Cool. Doesn't mean we're going to listen. Ooh. God, I love these laboratory settings. I feel like something's coming.
Not necessary. I'll neutralize the target myself.
Is that? Is that HUNK?
Leon Kennedy. Refinery meat.
I didn't realize I had such a big fan. I'll have an autograph.
I heard you were a smartass.
That's fucking HUNK. This fight is already... It's kind of like fighting Krauser. Okay. Shit. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Krauser.
Not bad for someone at death's door.
Worried about me. How sweet.
I want to do that. Woohoo! Okay. Got some action going on. Easy there, Mr. HUNK. Shit! Fuck, he's got me on the ropes. What is this movement pattern? Come on, HUNK. Okay, come on. I know I got some good shots there. Nuh-uh. No! Damn.
Target neutralized. Mission accomplished.
Novice tactics will have little effect against the highly trained commander. I'm clearly hitting you. Yeah, maybe don't stand there and just take his hits like that. There we go. That's more like it. Flash grenade? Oh, he's trying to snap my neck! No, 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 no. I'm not a...
Sneaky bastard.
Alright, so it's definitely... Gunshots doesn't seem to do anything. Oh! That's it? Mortal Edge, a formidable instrument of death. It has taken countless lives and is steeped in a long, bloody history. Has exceptional capabilities, parry capabilities, an unassuming design, but when in the hands of a skilled user, it becomes a deadly weapon. Yo, so was that Hunk?
We're into trouble. This guy was one tough bastard.
Coming from you, that's quite the compliment.
Interesting. That was cool. I mean, it didn't last as long as I thought it would, but hey. So was that Hunk? I've heard people say that it was. I mean, they didn't identify him as Hunk though. But hey, Leon noted that he was exceptional, so maybe it was. And he sounded like Hunk. All right. Well, another cool boss fight behind us.
Chris should be nearby. Time to finally get some answers.
Thankfully, it wasn't like, you know, a long convoluted sequence. Ooh, okay, we got some logs. Let's see. Catalog, let me read it in order. Product catalog number 1. Product catalog number 1, 2026. Code CMG002. Armor. Price, 30 million. Product specifications. Umbrella Corporation's Cerberus has been Cerberus, so the dogs were very much used to, has been further enhanced and enlarged, resulting in an increased combat capabilities. It can track and pursue targets at speeds exceeding 60 miles per hour. Code CMLB110, Liquor B2. Price, 14 million. Product specifications. Originally an infection anomaly, rigorous experimentation revealed the key to activating the mutation, paving the way for commercialization. Product boasts enhanced climbing capabilities and possesses sharp claws and a pointed tongue. Code CEXP001, Plant. I'm assuming that's Plant 43. 100 million. Product specifications. A prototype bioweapon developed from a viral plant infection found in the ARK Mountains and Raccoon City. Plant 42. Note, an incident occurred during the transport of the experimental Plant 43 and has resulted in an infestation near the service entrance of ARK. Always exercise extreme caution when transporting bioweapons. And then we have here, product catalog number 2, CMT501 Tyrant. Price, 120 million. Product specifications. A humanoid bioweapon with exceptional combat capabilities. It can execute simple commands such as tracking and eliminating targets, and comes with a coat as standard for effective human disguise. Is that Nemesis? Oh god, Nemesis. CMNEY001. Nemesis. Nemesis Gamma? Is that Gamma? Negotiable. Based on the Umbrella Corporation's parasitic NE Alpha parasite, this mass-produced model focuses on cost reduction and performance enhancement. Repeated improvements have resulted in a significant boost to physical ability and recovery, regardless of the host's durability. We're gonna see Nemesis again, aren't we? Holy shit. So, hey, now we get to see Leon versus Nemesis. Who wins? Raccoon City Bioweapon Research Report. As previously stated, ARK is focused on bioweapon research and development, utilizing the unique environment of Raccoon City. In particular, experiments performed by infecting nearby zombies with the mutated T-virus strain have yielded a great deal of empirical data. This has also proven effective against the BSAA's attempts to eradicate ARK. Okay, so it sounds like the BSAA were still good guys. The development of the new bioweapon, based on this hard data, is in its final stages. If said bioweapon is released, we can expect further profit growth next fiscal year. It's crazy how they're talking about bioweapons and we're still talking about quarterly earnings. ARK ARK has now become a key bioweapon production hub for North America. It will continue to bring benefits to both us and the United States. Once again, getting political. Whew. Alright, well... HUNK. Alright, HUNK is out of the way. Super Tyrant is out of the way.
Just up ahead.
Plant 43 is out of the way. Now I'm expecting Nemesis.
Grace, this is where we are. The world is under threat. The technology to control another's will already exists, but it's not efficient at infecting others. I believe Spencer solved that with Elpis. The connection sealed Raccoon City to save it for themselves.
The connection.
I've been waiting here ever since.
Girl, why are you listening to him? What does the creator
This
desire?
is as far as we could get. If the wrong password is entered, the ARK will be destroyed and Elpis will be lost forever. So tell me, Grace, what's the password?
I don't know.
Of course you do. You're the...
Leon!
Don't embarrass yourself, Mr. Kennedy. You can't beat me.
Okay.
Aren't we fancy?
Yes. Of course he can regenerate. He fights just like Wesker.
Don't move! Oh, wait!
Oh.
You still need me, right?
Come on! Grab time!
I got you.
Are you okay?
Me? I feel like $1,000,000.
Are you lying?
Where does this take us?
Your guess is as good as mine. Time to get off. Come on.
What now? Leon. Leon!
I mean, that Zeno guy did mix him up pretty good. October 9th, 4:53. Forgot what time it was before. I wonder how much time it's been.
Leon, are you okay?
How long was I out?
I don't know. A while. Those marks.
It's T-virus. Stage 3 infection.
If you're so sick, why would you come here?
This place. Raccoon City was where it all began for me. When it all happened, I couldn't make a difference. So I am here now.
We can't stop Zeno.
Zeno.
He said something about you having a password. What was he talking about?
I don't know. I'm sorry. Hey, here.
I'm going back. I'm gonna destroy Elpis.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not.
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
If anything happens to me, you promise you'll end this.
I promise.
Come on.
Find a way out of the dump. Damn, man. Yo, Leon's had quite the character development.
Look, there's a door over there.
Crane's blocking it, though.
Right. Back playing his Grace. Dude, what's with the frame rate?
I can check it out for us. You think you can give me a boost?
Guess we're about to find out. Come on. Watch out for yourself up there, yeah?
I will.
Is this really going to be the game where we lose Leon? I really hope not. But he's not looking all that good. Back to playing his Grace, so we know what's going to happen. I mean, it's going to be a slower second, I bet.
Once I go down, there's no getting back up.
Is there a reason for me to go back? Oh man, I'm got shit. Dude, imagine if we run into Nemesis with Grace. That's just gonna be slaughter.
System locked. Override key required for reactivation.
So we need to get that key opened, or we need to smash it. Well, it's been a couple. I think it's been a couple of in-game hours, I guess, since we played as Grace. What do I have? Molotov cocktail, makeshift knife. All right. Here we are. Severed hand. Was there a reason to use this at all? I wonder. Coin, green. Ooh, green herbs. We don't. How kind of them to provide an ink ribbon. Guess I'll go ahead and save. I haven't had to save using ink ribbons for a second. Restricted area. Archive, Central Refining System, Pandora.
Okay, just beyond here.
Magnetic key card. Classic.
Warning. Threat level orange. Confirmed in storage sector. Critical error. Containment lockdown failure.
Critical error. What did you crazy bastards let out? Of course. Okay. Been a while, Lickers. It's been a while. The cool thing about fighting against Lickers in the more updated games is that you can actually use their blindness to your advantage.
Can't see.
You gotta remember that Grace is still a rookie. To us, well, we've had 20 years of familiarizing ourselves with these things. I'm assuming we can't run around. I'm assuming that means I can have my light on too. Shouldn't be an issue. Alright, can I just walk north? Seems like I can. Whew. Okay. Ew, are those zombies? Yeah, I know I'm in an end game area because the zombies are naked. Yes, that's the signifier that you're at the end game. The zombies are all naked. Another magnetic key. Bioweapon repository. I don't remember. Can you kill these things if you have a knife? Bottle of acid. Highly effective against enemies with exposed tissue. If you break a bottle of acid, the contents will disperse in the surrounding area. It's a particularly effective strategy against the Licker B2. Ooh. I thought you could just knife them. Alright, we don't got ammo. Let's avoid a competition. No, don't notice me. Don't notice me. Does he not know? Oh, I didn't see that guy there. Override key. Shit. Run. Easy there. There's a bottle of acid back there, but I don't think it's worth going back there. Oh, how do you know I'm here? You know what? Take this. Haha. That counted as damage? Not fair, guys. Shit, are they still here? Ooh, yes they are. I mean, you can. I run. Wait.
All right, Leon. Be careful.
Magnetic key.
Nice.
Easy there, doggy. Easy. Can use a magnetic thing in 2 locations. I think I'll just take the easy way. Lobby.
Threat level red in storage sector.
Alright.
Rebooting AI control center. Noah.
Oh no.
Access log, 51st assembly minutes. Checking database access request. Following data was found. Minutes of the 51st assembly meeting as transcribed by AI control center NOAA. The state. We heard the key, Maurice Ashcroft, has finally been found. It's been 28 years since we occupied ARK. Are you sure she's the one? Without a doubt. There's no need to worry. More importantly, don't you think your withdrawal from the treaty is too blatant? The state. It's a bluff. The United States... The United States is and always will be at the center of the world. The BSAA are fully under our control as well. Are there any changes to in product supply? Z. I'm assuming Z is Zeno? ARK's factory automation is constantly evolving. We believe that's enough for today. We can discuss further while we review the products. Another save. Crafting recipe. You can now craft bottle of acid and various other items. Okay. Uh-oh. This looks like a problem. Sterilization chamber safe. 1090 sterilization chamber. It must be the one all the way over here. Guess we'll have to go back eventually. Bioweapon repository fire. There are things in those tanks, and I don't want to find out what. Shit. If only she was like Leon, we could just fuck. Yep. Nope. You guys deal with that.
AI Control Center. Noah. Reboot failure. No response. Containment protocol.
During Griffin, I will save as many times as it
Inactive.
takes.
Containment protocol inactive.
Okay. Noblest ore, beautiful white ore. One of the objects needed to enter the administration area within ARK. What? Upgrade. Resource cement. Nice, we have ourselves a little map. Ooh. Okay. Okay. They're not gonna actually come in here, are they? Yeah, that was probably not the smartest idea. Move, Grace, move. They do react. And I'm assuming I could go through there, but I gotta break it, don't I? You know what? Fuck it. Oh, I guess not. No, 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 don't get excited. I'm not here. I am not here. Look over there. Oh my god. Time to get out of here. Fuck! No! Just run, just run, just run. I think I got what I'm supposed to get from here. Oh, they fast. Oh, they really fast. Okay, no need to get violent. Whew, as usual, Grace's segment's always getting me scared. Excuse me. This is a safe area? So I thought. I can't? Oh. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, man. Yo, they're still following me. Leave me alone, guys. Alright, I'm trying to go with that safe. Just need to slowly get through. Please, guys, I just want to be safe. 10, 90, 10. And 90. Can't really say worth going back for, but oh, but I can go in there now. The zombies are a non-starter. Slowly make your way. Oh, there's so much blood. I would like to pick that up. Not worth it. You guys can't follow me in here, right? There's that second item. Oh, yes, they can follow me. Alright, just pick up the shit and let's go. Fusion. Oh, we can make quite a number of things now. Guys. Not worth this. No! Bitch. If I didn't have to run, I would kill you. And all the zombies are coming. Okay. Huh. I got out of there pretty... not scot-free, but it wasn't too bad. Whew, 34 saves. Not regretting it.
I still have a ways to go. I wonder if Leon's made it yet.
The administrative area. Oh boy.
Whoa.
I wonder what is so special about Grace, I wonder.
Where have I seen this?
Risk.
Something important. I'll explain later.
Nice. They look like the MO discs. Oh. The creator. Spencer.
Shutting yourself away in a dark room like this is quite the change for you, after the life you've led.
Life takes unexpected turns, don't you think?
Looking back, do you feel that the choices you've made have contributed to your present circumstances.
Of course. What you sow, you reap. Isn't that the natural order?
So, tell me, Lord Spencer, what would you like the world to know?
The truth. But, a short break before we begin, Miss Ashcroft. I'm not a young man. I don't have the energy I once did.
That's it?
Why would Mom hide this?
Grace.
Back in biz. Fuck.
You all right, Leon?
I am now. Grace cleared the way for me.
That's not what I'm talking about. Your body can't take much more.
I'm gonna settle this. You just sent us a chopper for immediate evacuation.
Tell him, Leon. So the mystery of Alyssa deepens. She knew Spencer, or at least she interviewed Spencer. Taking all of this in.
Containment breach. System-wide surveillance failure detected.
Oh man, why did it go to cutscene? I wanted to see the Grace video. Reload and be ready.
Over there. Easy as pie.
That never gets old. Shit. Leon is reaching his limit. Sudden bouts of coughing and blurred vision will cause him to falter. He can only wait for these effects to subside. This blue effect, it reminds me of his...
Shit. You've got to be kidding me.
It reminds me of his Las Plagas infection from RE4. Man, to survive the Las Plagas infection, just to know that you have the T-virus infection. Our boy Leon cannot catch a break. Upper level, Central Refining System, Pandora. Middle level, Bioweapon Repository, 11. Nice. We have our BSAA boxing once more. Please repair my body armor. Get me another med injector. Save. Ooh, I should really upgrade this Requiem. We're out of money. Alright.
Security threat detected. Elevator shutdown in effect. Override. override key authorization required.
I see a room full of tubes and explosives. If my RE brain were a guessing man, I'm assuming we're about to have a a stand your ground moment. Liquors.
This must be the room. I'll take out as many of you fuckers as I can.
I mean, at this point, killing a liquor is just bread and butter for Leon. This was the bioweapon repository. Dude, why do I hear them all over the place?
That doesn't change much. Hell yeah.
Okay. Shit. Alright, just take cover. Damn, it kind of sucks seeing our boy like this. I don't know how the game ends, but they better not kill our boy. Or any crazy... I wonder... Man... ain't playing this hiding around shit no more. Oh, what was the way that just opened? straight ahead. Override key. Bioweapon repository 11. There it is. Bioweapon. Alright. Our boy Leon is not doing too well. Any chance you guys will just let me through? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Warning, autoclave compromised. Pod lockdown unavailable. Memory corrupt. Self-repair functionality offline.
So
Air thermometer warning. Pod lockdown unavailable.
wonderful.
Yeah. Let's get this over with.
The elevator will arrive shortly.
I'm sure.
The elevator has arrived.
My boy Leon is looking pretty rough.
Almost there, Sherry.
Please tell me there's a cure for him.
Not done yet.
Come on, Leon. Almost there. Come on, man. Don't let this be the end. Meanwhile, right, here's the mystery.
What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
My research opened Pandora's box, unleashing disaster upon the world.
Except Elpis, the goddess of hope? Or so the myth goes.
A blind hope.
What do you mean?
Humans cannot predict when death will come for them. This is why they have hope. I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt. Happiness cannot be achieved at the expense of others. I think that's enough for today.
Why did you accept my request for an interview?
Oh.
Who is that? Is that one of your subjects?
Of course not. She was alone in the world. I took her in to make amends.
Is she
perfectly normal? Just an average child needing a home. She is my hope. Aren't you beautiful? Would you like to hold her?
Oh, okay. She's adorable. What's her name?
Grace.
Grace. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I've said my piece. I only hope it serves as a requiem for those who have passed.
Leon. Leon. I need to hurry.
Go to Leon. So look at that. Spencer, in his last moments, had to try to do some good, I guess. Whoa. What's with these halls? Perhaps this is Spencer's study? Yeah, a study. Called it. So Grace is, well, definitely not Alyssa's daughter. But what does that mean? Who is she and why is she special? Looks like Spencer's wheelchair.
chance to do something. Leon! Leon. Oh, no. Oh, hey, it's me. It's Grace. Oh, please wake up. Come on. Wake up, wake up. Hey. Hey.
Hey, you. I was just resting my eyes.
You're okay. Oh, let me help you.
Let's do this.
Okay. I don't know the password.
It's okay. Soon left it wide open for us. Any wrong code will do. He'll destroy Elpis.
And you guys think he's just gonna let you do it?
Grace, whatever it takes. I can buy you some time.
No. No, I have an idea.
I trust you. I trust you.
So, the prodigal daughter returns.
I know the password.
Fulfill your destiny, and all will be forgiven.
Only if you let Leon live.
Very well.
Wait, no. Oh, decision time. Destroy Elpis or release Elpis. Shit. I kind of want to release Elpis. Destroy Elpis.
I was wrong, and I am plagued by guilt.
I'm gonna destroy Elpis. You promise you'll end this.
Destruction.
Please know that you are my hope.
She is my hope. A blind hope.
Okay.
Fuck it. Let's release Elpis.
This is it.
Let's release Elpis. Since I like chaos.
What are you doing, Grace?
Spencer regretted what he did. He...
Well done.
You promised.
Yes, that I would let him live. Kennedy, I give you the honor of experiencing my power firsthand.
I'm not sure Elpis is what you think it is. There's nothing special about me. I was never any key. Spencer wanted to make amends.
But you released Elpis. What is it? Tell me!
Leon!
Why? My powers!
Elpis is Spencer's atonement.
Oh.
It's an antiviral.
Of course.
Amazing. I am humbled by my master's genius.
Your research was wrong. Elpis wasn't a weapon. There was never a key.
Spencer's paper was obviously incomplete. There was no connection between Grace and Emily.
Do you know how much time and money I wasted on this?
Don't you see the genius? With Elpis, all virus-based weapons are useless. The world order would be thrown into chaos.
We wanted a weapon.
Instead, Spencer gave us anarchy. I will carry his torch and bring his vision to life.
You? You and Spencer were a means to an end.
Yet he outwitted you all.
Spencer defied us and paid the price with his life.
Us?
He was nothing.
You are nothing but an imitation.
Oh?
It's over, Victor. The Connections is done with you.
We can't let him have it.
Can you just inject Leon?
Your ignorance is staggering.
It's a cure.
Nice. I chose correctly.
Leon, it's working. Wake up.
Now, let it all come down. All of it.
Grace, what happened? Gonna go! Grab something! Grace. Grace! Time to bury Bella's last skeleton.
Spencer's vision lives through me. And I will see that it is brought to fruition.
How many more will have to die for that vision?
I knew that battle with Gideon was too easy before.
Sacrifices must be made! In the grand scheme of things, a few lives are nothing.
Not to me. I swore that I'd always protect those lives.
What's he doing? Okay.
future! Absolute!
Seems you're reaching your limit.
Is that a rocket launcher? Why do you... Also, I know we're in the middle of a fight, but there goes my Wesker theory.
I will not let those ideals win. Give it up!
Dude, I don't even know what the hell's going on. I guess there's no stopping that. Never that easy. Never that easy.
Good riddance.
Come on, Leon. You've been at this long enough. Nemesis?
You're so damn relentless.
Nemesis? Wait. What do you mean, Nemesis? How do you get Nemesis? Oh, come on. No. It's the boss fight from RE3 Remake. Is it the same thing? Sir, let me load. It's I don't understand. How can it be Nemesis? Yep, I recognize that attack pattern. A better question is, how does Liam know about it? Time to pop some pimples, I guess. Oh. Are we getting a...
This time, you ain't getting back up.
Grace, where are you?
Sherry.
Sherry, come in. Sherry.
Shit. Grace! Grace, hang on. Fuck. Grace. Grace. We need to get you out of here. Come on. Let's get you out.
There's no way out, is there?
Well, I'm not gonna leave your side. I'm gonna sit right here with you.
I guess this is it then.
BSAA?
Leon S. Kennedy?
Depends who's asking.
Alpha, you read me, sir? Yeah, they're safe. I got them. Yes, sir. Mr. Kennedy, I have a message from Captain Redfield.
Captain Redfield. Okay, Chris is involved. Cool. Ooh, damn. So I don't understand what happened there. Did Gideon fuse with Nemesis?
I'll be damned. Can't believe that antiviral actually worked. Feel better than I have in ages.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad you're okay.
We got a dose with your name on it. We'll be back in action in no time.
Thank you, Leon.
Would have been a lot smoother if Chris hadn't been so late to the party.
Where is Chris, anyway?
No idea. I'm sure I'll run into him at some point. Yeah, I'll call you back. It's over then.
Yeah. Elpis really was our last hope.
Well, let's pray Umbrella hasn't left us any more nasty surprises.
I wish we could have saved Emily.
Grace. I didn't hit any of her vitals. She could still be alive.
What are you saying?
Maybe we can save her.
illegally trading bioweapons lab located here in the ruins of Raccoon City. The origin point for the worldwide spread of bioorganic weapons. This illegal facility appears to have been in operation for decades.
Sources say that the extension of the lockdown and the recent series of mysterious deaths may be related to tragic events in Raccoon City 28 years ago.
Evidence seized in Raccoon City has led the Justice Department to reopen its investigation into Ozwell Spencer and the long-defunct Umbrella Corporation. Some believe the government deliberately drove Umbrella into bankruptcy.
The late Alyssa Ashcroft is credited with cracking the Ozwell Spencer story.
Nice.
Conspiracy theorists are already claiming that she was killed in a cover-up, and that the organization responsible is secretly controlling our government.
Tonight, in a speech from the Oval Office, the president is expected to reject allegations of any government involvement since the Raccoon City incident.
She is okay. Okay. And there we have it.
Cold rain seeps to my soul. Old wounds I can't forget. Night steals away my sight. Screams I can't shut them out. What if I had reached out to you? I wouldn't have walked alone. Fighting the darkness, holding me, dragging me to the ground, facing the pain that's controlling me. I won't let it keep me down. I'll make it through to the other side. Scarred hands, tired and worn, warmth of a new dawn on my face. I'll never let it go again.
Okay. There we go. The credits to Resident Evil Requiem. Alright. Happy to have been able to finally get to the end so I can not get spoiled by the internet anymore. But I have to say, kudos Capcom. Kudos. Kudos. Fantastic game. The lore was very interesting. Although, the ending felt a little bit rushed, kinda. It left me kinda wanting a little bit more. For example, I don't understand what happened with... I'll let this play. Okay, hold. Little post-credit scene.
And Sherry's okay? Oh, good. I'm so glad. Emily, yeah, she's doing great. I'm actually teaching her how to read.
Grace. Grace. Where's that report?
Sorry. Leon, gotta go. Catch up soon.
Eat. Hold on. Of course, there's more.
Remaining BSAA forces have been neutralized. retrieving the objective before they send in the wolves.
The objective? Wonder who that is. Oh. Here we go. Results. Standard Classic. Gameplay 8 hours. Unlocked Insanity Mode. Following content has been added: behind the scenes video and Grace's report. The following are now available: special content, models, and content. Following costumes were added: Jacket Leon, Jacket Grace, Tactical Light, Alligator Snap. Challenges complete. The following challenges were completed: The Hero Returns, I remember that too. Okay. Alright. Wow. So there it is. I completed my first run of Resident Evil Requiem. Thoughts on the game? Honestly, as far as gameplay and setting goes, all fantastic. It's a fantastic game. The only thing that made it kind of like not as fluid for me was the whole crashing issue that I had on PC. But I'm sure on consoles you don't have that same issue. You can see on the title screen has changed now. Very interesting. All right, we have a number. All right, since we're here, we have a number of post-credit things to see. I have to admit, those final hours of Resident Evil Requiem, being back in Central Raccoon City, revisiting the RPD, Leon having his second showdown against the Super Tyrant was chef's kiss. Cool as shit. Although I was a little disappointed. My whole Wesker is back theory was completely blown out. Whoever this Zeno was, he didn't end up being anything special. We ended up curing him, but with Elpis, and then Gideon just kills him. We didn't even find out anything about him, unless I missed something. Let's see. Grace's report. The truth. Ooh, okay. Let's we can view this together. Grace's report. The truth behind Raccoon City. Introduction. In 1998, Raccoon City was devastated by a massive outbreak caused by a viral leak from the pharmaceutical giant Umbrella. The United States government responded by launching a missile strike to wipe out the infected and erected a blockade to seal off the city. In 2004, following the court trial, the Umbrella Corporation declared bankruptcy. A complete account of events was never released. However, in October 2026, it was discovered that the city had been used as a hub for the production and trafficking of bioweapons. This report reveals that the established narrative of the Raccoon City incident was falsified and elucidated newly discovered truths surrounding the incident. 1968. To properly understand the truth, we must first go back to the beginning of it all. In 1968, Ozwell E Spencer, James Marcus, and Edward Ashford founded the Umbrella Corporation. Having witnessed the horrors of the Second World War and the dread of the Cold War, Spencer felt a sense of despair at watching the world repeat the same mistakes. He felt it was his duty to bring about a change to humanity. As stated in the court records following the Raccoon City incident, his ultimate goal was to bring about the viral evolution of the human race. Thus, he relentlessly pursued virus research through illegal and inhumane means. This fact remains unchanged. 1970s. From the beginning of Umbrella, the company faced rapid change and intense internal strife, most notably the sharp ideological divide between Spencer and Marcus, bringing back some of that Resident Evil 0. According to court records, this conflict was cited as the primary factor leading to the unusual developments which followed. In 1978, James Marcus developed the T-virus, which would go on to become the cause of the subsequent outbreak. I'm glad that RE0, wasn't for nothing. It's actually still being referenced to this day. 1980s. This is a crucial period for understanding the basis of what caused the incident and the truth behind the entire case. Spencer's influence and ARK's establishment. Spencer used internal politics to have Marcus demoted, absorbing T-virus research into a facility under his own control. From then on, Umbrella began actively research and develop bioweapons under Spencer's leadership. The underground facility known as ARK, which was discovered during recent events, originally served as the administrative center of Umbrella's research. Several documents outlining Spencer's plan for ARK have also been discovered. Excerpt from the confiscated records, Long-Term Strategic Review, 1980. ARK-centric integrated research roadmap. Step 1. Concentrated investment into Wesker's plan and the T-virus. Step 2. Establishment of ARK as a central command center. Step 3. Development of Elpis. Step 4. Memory transfer and forced evolution. This is the first recorded instance of a significant keyword, Elpis. The Connections involvement. So the Connections were bringing back RE6 and RE7 for this one. The following documents regarding Marcus's involvement were also discovered. Excerpt from confiscated records. Receipt of donation, 1986. Receipt, James Marcus. Sender, F Foundation. Amount, 30 million. This document shows a suspicious flow of funds being channeled to Marcus. Past FBI investigations revealed that the source of the funds, the F Foundation, was just one of the puppet organizations of the Connections. The F Foundation no longer exists. The Connections is a criminal organization that various government agencies have been sounding the alarm against for years. This illicit group is at the heart of all of this. Evidence suggests that the Connections sought involvement with Umbrella's central operations. Additional documents belonging to the protege of Marcus, Brandon Bailey, has been discovered. Brandon Bailey, that's someone that was referenced in RE5, I believe. Excerpt from confiscated records, Telegraph, Log 1988. Sender, Brandon Bailey. Recipient, F Foundation. Preparations are complete. I think it's time they made contact with me directly, don't you? I await a response. This indicates that Bailey took over correspondence with the Connections, succeeding Marcus. Bailey was rumored to be the founder of the Connections, but he may have only been a small cog in the larger machine. We now believe the Connections has had deep roots in the criminal underworld since before the 1980s. Much about the Connections remains unknown. Spencer's Purge. In order for Spencer to obtain complete control over Umbrella, he used force to deal with any internal opposition and influential adversaries. A list of these individuals, seemingly prepared by an associate of Spencer's, was recently discovered. Excerpt from confiscated records, Reevaluation List. Following the CEO's reevaluation protocol, measures have been taken against the following individuals: Cheryl Moore, Michael Kramer, and James Marcus. The last one says, omitted. 1990s. During this period, Umbrella continued to grow and expand through its ties with the government. The organization became so large that Spencer could no longer control it. Numerous accidents plagued Umbrella facilities around the world as a result of poor management. Furthermore, information was being leaked to rival organizations and the Connections due to the moles who had infiltrated the company. Yet despite the circumstances, Spencer was able to thoroughly protect and complete his research at ARK, the research, Elpis. While most records regarding Elpis were lost with the destruction of ARK, a precious few remain. Excerpt from confiscated records, Spencer's message. Tricell, HCF, the family, and Umbrella, Elpis should bring it all to an end. The only information leaked about Elpis was that it had the potential to upset the military balance of the entire world. However, a strictly managed password known only to Spencer was needed to access it. What is Elpis? Elpis is a powerful antiviral drug. However, this was unknown to those who sought it. The Connections and other black market groups mistakenly thought it to be a powerful bioweapon with the potential to control human minds. This confusion likely stemmed from the fierce competition surrounding bioweapon development. It was common knowledge that Spencer, the developer of Elpis, aimed for the evolution and control of humanity through viral technology. The completion of Elpis. Based on Based on data taken from the confiscated records and changes in Spencer's behavior, we believe Elpis was completed around the mid-1990s. After this period, the records showed a marked decrease in the number of public statements from Spencer. A similar decrease in activity was also observed at the Raccoon City Orphanage. Disturbingly, it is suspected that the children at the orphanage had long been used for Umbrella experimentation. While Spencer frequently visited the orphanage, records indicate that he stopped in the 90s. Furthermore, the orphanage was under the research jurisdiction of William Burton, of course, in the late 1990s. Burton turned against Spencer, ultimately leading to the leak of the T-virus. That leads to RE2. 1998, the Raccoon City incident. The T-virus leaked from the Umbrella research facility in Raccoon City, causing an unprecedented outbreak. In response, the government decided to launch a missile strike on the city under the pretense of containing the spread. However, this is where we have been misled. The missile strike was not launched to prevent the spread of the infection. A plan was formed to disrupt the relationship between the government and Umbrella and shift the blame for all illegal activities onto Spencer. Found records indicate that the connections lobbied for the missile strike. Of course, it ends up being political in the end. Excerpts from confiscated records, access log, first assembly minutes. ARK has been secured. Commence the missile strike. The blame will fall solely on Spencer. With this, Umbrella will be dismantled and will seize their assets. Their goal was the acquisition of Umbrella assets, particularly the thing they believed would disrupt the world's military balance, Elpis. Due to Bailey's involvement, the connections were aware of Umbrella's inner workings prior to the Raccoon City incident. This set them up to swiftly secure ARK before instructing the government to carry out the missile strike. After the Raccoon City incident, the Umbrella trials. As is well known, trials were held after the events of the Raccoon City incident. Testimony from Raccoon City survivors, along with evidence submitted by the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium, demonstrated the scope of Umbrella's nefarious activities. Evidence against Spencer was prepared at the trials by his subordinate, Albert Wesker, of course. It is now evident that Wesker was linked to Tricell, which in turn had strong ties to the connections. Therefore, it is highly likely that there was pressure from the government and the connections during the trials. In 2004, following the outcome of the trials, Umbrella was forced into bankruptcy. Just as the connections and the government intended, Ozwell E Spencer was held accountable as CEO and he disappeared from the public eye. The acquisition of ARK. The connections and the government seized ARK during the Raccoon City incident. Therefore, ARK served as a base for the research, development, and distribution of bioweapons. Documents believed to be transactionless, Documents believed to be transactionless have also been seized. These list Umbrella's competitors, along with organizations that were previously found guilty of illegal activity. Unfortunately, most evidence was lost with the collapse of ARK. Recovery efforts continue but success is unlikely. Proliferation of bioterrorism. Following the Raccoon City incident, weaponized viruses developed by Umbrella were leaked. Subsequently, instances of bioterrorism utilizing this technology spread across the globe. In 2013, President Adam Benford was assassinated in a bioterrorist attack. Intelligence agencies report that the president wished to reveal the full truth of the Raccoon City incident. It is possible that President Benford was privy to the facts revealed in this report. Spencer's final years. Remaining records about Spencer after the dissolution of Umbrella are scarce, but a new source of information has recently come to light. An interview conducted by Alyssa Ashcroft. Despite being responsible for countless atrocities, Spencer showed some signs of remorse in his interview. Having lost everything, he sought atonement. While Elpis is a powerful instrument that can render vile weapons inert, it also has the potential as a panacea to be used for good. It is possible that Spencer's true motivations behind Elpis were peace and redemption. While he remained obsessed with the evolution of humanity throughout his later years, most testimonies describe him as nothing but a senile old man. Spencer died in 2006 at his secluded estate. His true intentions behind developing Elpis will forever remain unknown. Conclusion. As we can see from records, the Umbrella Corporation's liquidation was intentionally orchestrated by the Connections and the US government. Furthermore, they were involved in the illegal development and trafficking of bioweapons in Raccoon City. The extent to which past and present governments were involved requires further investigation. Much about the Connections remains shrouded in mystery, and most records of their involvement were destroyed alongside ARK. Countless lives have been lost. As government officials, we have a duty to pursue the truth. If anything, finding it will finally offer some closure to everyone who fell victim to these heinous actions. FBI intelligence analyst Grace Ashcroft. Whew. Now, well, that was quite the read and quite the lore dump, to be honest. But I have to admit, it's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible that given that this series is, very old at this point, over 20 years old, we're still getting. I personally believe Capcom is still, masterfully adding little bits and pieces to the story that connect each subsequent title, and for that, I have to offer my kudos for that. Whew. All right, well, that was a big lore dump right there. I'll have to digest that in my own mind in subsequent playthroughs. All right, let's check out what else we got. Whew. Actually, you know what, guys? I'll go ahead and just we're gonna end things here. It's been a good stream. It's been a great, playing through the final hours of Resident Evil Requiem has been totally fun. My closing thoughts in the game, fantastic. Do I want to say 10 out of 10? I don't know. But honestly, it left me impressed. As a Resident Evil fan, this game has been fantastic. It hit so many lore points. It hit so many callbacks without feeling too cheesy. Leon, of course, was cool all throughout. The game perfectly blended the horror elements as Grace with the action segments as Leon. The game itself is just dumb fun in terms of the combat and the sneaking around and all that. And lore-wise, there's so much to uncover. Leon, I think, had his little showdown with HUNK. I believe that was HUNK. He got to get his lick back on the Super Tyrant, one-on-one, basically. I was a little disappointed with what ended up being Zeno. Maybe there's more that I'm missing. Maybe there were some files that I missed. But Zeno ended up not being anything special. I thought he was the return of Wesker of some form, but I was completely wrong. Gideon came back in the end. I thought he was finished, but he came back, and then he ended up, I don't know, fusing with what seemed to be Nemesis. And the final showdown was basically an homage to the RE3 remake final boss with Nemesis, the whole big flesh monster. But honestly, as of now, I'll give this game my 5 out of 5 for RE titles. I'll have to see, as time passes by, obviously, we'll see how that develops. But yeah, guys, there it is, Resident Evil Requiem. I spent all of February playing through all the RE, and I'm glad I did. I spent February playing through the old RE titles, refamiliarizing myself with the lore, which made going into this much more fun because I was able to connect things back to all the old things that happened. And yeah, whew, well, this Resident Evil veteran's gonna take a nice little break, and I will be back next week. Alright guys, that's Resident Evil Requiem. Hope you enjoyed. This will be posted on YouTube. I'll be editing out all of the crashes and all that for a nice viewing experience. Alright guys, I'm gonna let you guys go, and ciao.